Hi there YouTube, it's me Morphsuit America, and in this video I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinion about the campaign going on. Obviously, if you're new to the game, you want to capitalize on this, but this video is not to give you guys a breakdown on how to do it. There's a bunch of other videos that would mention it, or if you want to look at all the benefits and stuff, look at some other video. This is my opinions and thoughts. The big thing is, how are they doing this exactly? Because this is going to be a bit different to what the Japanese PSO2 did. Note that I do play on the Japanese PSO2, and note that I did hint at them giving out these free particular weapon series, and units as well. If you watch some of the recent videos, especially when I was doing my solo Profound Darkness, ultra hard quest and challenge thing, you can find it above my head or in the description. I mentioned how the units I was using in that video were the free stuff that I got on the Japanese side. But you'll notice that it's a novel, not a Rivalate. The second one was when I was talking about how I would play on the global PSO2, what 15-star weapons, 13-star units I would go for if I was playing over there. Once again, above my head or in the description. And yeah, pretty much that's a certain event. It's the Road to Luster event. This thing over here, because guess what? You can find this information in the description if you want to view it. It says, during the campaign period, ARC's missions will run with rewards that can be used to make 15-star Lightstream Gunslash, 15-star Liberate Gunslash, and 13-star Liberate units, along with the items to benefit the Luster class. We did get some other items as well, but obviously it doesn't say Luster campaign over here. It's pretty much your new campaign part 2. Now, I don't know if they're going to actually make a different Road to Luster campaign, or they're going to most likely do this again later. It's a bit wonky, weird. But pretty much, this is the certain event that gave a bunch of the stuff that you guys are getting now in Global. However, there is a glaring difference in how they're executing it, and I'm a bit curious to how they're doing it on your end over there on Global. You can comment down below. My big question is this. Are they handing it out in the ARC's Visa phone alone? So if you complete this objective, you're getting it as it is. And then second question is that, are you getting this as it is? Are you getting the finalized versions of the Trailblazer, the Rivalate, the Atlas EX, and the same can be said with the units? Are you getting the final versions? Because if you are, I would say that Japan actually did something smart that would have been nice for Global to do as well. And then that leads up to the question of why Global didn't actually do it. So, here's the thing, and I did record this, and I did talk about it. Over here, you see that we have these missions, and these missions will give a lot of stuff that will help us make the things over here. So, if you look, and I'm going to zoom in or try to enlarge this so you guys can see it. If you look at this particular thing, that should be recognizable. If you're not familiar with your weapon series, this should be the noble weapon. And on my other screen, I think I took it off. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. That's pretty much the same video that I have up here. Nope, what I have to do now is pretty much pull up the Gunslash from the ARC's Visa phone. You'll notice that this is not the Liberate Gunslash over here. That's the Nova Gunslash. And to pull up the comparison, I'm on ARC's Visa phone now. The Liberate slash Rivalate slash is going to have a blue, well, light blue teal color to it, but it's not this thing over here. This thing is, guess what? The Novel weapon, if I can actually get to it. See, it's gray, it's gray. It's gray, it's gray. So, you might have caught on to what I'm getting at. If not, then here's the thing. The Japanese PSO2 allowed you to try to physically make it. They gave you all the components you need, and most likely I'm going to have to hit that video so I can actually hit the escape. But the thing is, they allowed you to get all the things you need to try to do that upgrade yourself. You made the final decision. So, my question is, did they finalize this? Because if they did, this kind of forces you in a... I mean, it's a free Rivalate, don't get me wrong, but if you didn't really want one, it would have been nice to actually just get the mats for it. Especially if you needed, or if you plan to use a bunch of those mats for future weapon series. So it would have been nice to have the option of actually getting the stuff and making it physically if it was your call. That's why these certain units, and better yet, I'll pull it up on my channel. The units that I use in my challenge for my solo Profound Darkness, wherever it is, where are you? This thing right here. The reason why I have a 6 slot and I said it was free is pretty much because it was from that event. And if you look at the abilities from the global PSO2, especially on those units, instead of this, they should be similar. Actually, better yet, instead of saying that, let me just do it side by side comparison if possible. Where are you? Here it is. Alice's Sword, Mastery 3, Veculum, Spirit 3, Spirit 3, and Deafness 3. I guess Deafness 3 is pretty much your arm 3, and then your Mastery 3 is your ability 3. So if I look at this over here, it's pretty much, guess what? Aries the Soul, Stamina 3, Ability 3, Arm 3, Veculum, and Spirit 3. The only thing that I toyed around with in terms of my unit piece was my rear one, but I shoved an SSA on it because I was going to destroy the particular 13 star it was originally on because it had a certain ability. But yes, this is pretty much the units that you get from here, but they didn't finalize it for the Japanese side. They allowed us to do these missions over here to get all these materials, and then if we wanted to do the upgrade, we could do the upgrade and we could get these Rivalates. But my question is, once again, how are they executing this? Are they giving you guys these finalized versions without giving you guys that choice? If they are, then it kind of sucks because you guys didn't get that choice. I get it. Once again, it is free stuff, but at the same time, execution is important as well, and knowing the history and differences with some of its prior things. All in all, here's the gist of this. You're getting free stuff. If you're new to the game, you want to capitalize on this, you want to get it regardless. Now, if you're not new to the game and you did farm it out and stuff, you have my greatest sympathies and whatnot. I understand that I did talk about it. I dropped some hints and some people might have explained and talked about it, but here's the thing. If you're playing the game true to its core without looking up a bunch of guides and videos, especially when it comes to you playing the game blind and not having a bunch of influences determine how you get to play the game, mad props to you, especially if you haven't even looked up anything at all and you're still playing PSO2 blind. Most likely you won't even see this goddamn video if you are playing the game blind. But yeah, that's the thing though. It's your choice, and if you wanted to make this, regardless of, you know, all this information, props to you. Now, the big thing that I'm gonna bitch about, because it will bother me, is people who are gonna rub it in your face and then say, oh yeah, I told you so bullshit. Shut the fuck up, alright? Because if they want to play the game blind and they want to do it in their certain way, let them be. There's no need to insult them and just rub it even further, like, oh yeah, here's some free shit. Shut up. Just shut up. Because if you looked at a bunch of stuff, you looked up a bunch of stuff compared to the guy that did it. Go on your merry way and play the game how you want to play it. Shut up and don't need to be a know-it-all or like rub it in someone's face with that crap. But yeah, anyways, I want to go on into a huge tangent with that, but now I'm going to shut my mouth. There's a big thing that I want to do with this one, with the zero Meseta cost. There's a lot of functions that you can actually abuse and use to your advantage because of this event alone, but that will be its own separate video. In terms of the event, especially the urgent quest, the seasonal urgent quest coming around, I think you guys are going to get the old version. I don't know which one. It could be 2019 or 2020 from the Japanese side. Obviously, for the Japanese PSO2, we're going to get a new version of this when we get into February and after we're done with our seasonal winter emergency quests that we still have. In terms of the limited quests, I don't think you guys got the updated version. You got pretty much the old version, question mark. I think it might have ultra hard difficulty. If not, let me know in the comments. But this will be able to drop Skydance Boon, and this can give you novel weapons and I think a couple units as well, along with a lot of medals, unless they change that for Magatsu. It's an okay quest. I didn't do a lot of this. Not a big fan of it, in all honesty. I like beating the shit out of the OG regular Magatsu instead of Space Magatsu. Space Magatsu is just, I don't know, weird. And then they got all these things. So they're also giving out these camos. Pretty much that was our Twitter event over here. if I look at this, no, look at the stuff down here, you can see that if we hit a certain retweet, 15,000, we got this thing over here, which is pretty much one of the camos you're getting over here. Yeah, this one. So they might be doing the Road to Luster campaign, it's just that it's not listed as such. Let me know if you guys also get element changers, because when it comes to Luster, you do want to have different sort of elements depending on whatever style you want to go for. I'm not going to go into a lot of details about that. I might bring it up when the time comes. If they announce the release of Luster, and actually, there might be a bunch of other people that might want to jump on that certain topic as well. So I don't know if I'm going to make an actual video for it. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. And apparently you get a boost if you're getting back into the game. And a bunch of other items and goodies. And then there's this as well. So yeah, if you once again want to look at all this past information and look at these things, the links will be below. Or the links will be in the description. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any thought, comment, question, concerns, put it down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.